The grandfather was about to take his own great-grandson's life. Just before that could happen, the family cremated his remains, believing that doing so would destroy his spirit and save the child. Everyone thought Kim's family was finally freed from the grandfather's curse, but that belief turned out to be their greatest mistake. After the grandfather's spirit was supposedly gone, Kim encountered the man who had been hired to dig up the grandfather's grave. The man was terrified. He confessed that in his dreams he was being haunted by massive snakes with human heads. They threatened to kill him. Overwhelmed by fear, he finally told the truth. He said that when he was inside the grave, he had seen a human-headed snake. In panic, he had cut off its head and killed it. Determined to uncover the truth, Kim returned to the grave. There, he found the dead snake, the same one with a head that looked exactly like a woman's. It was believed to be extremely evil. Without thinking too much, Kim dug deeper. That's when he discovered something shocking beneath the grave, a coffin standing upright. Seeing the coffin, Kim immediately called all his friends to help pull it out. No one could understand why such a large coffin had been buried beneath the grandfather's grave. It was completely sealed on all sides. By then, it was already past midnight, and they were in no condition to deal with it. Eventually, they decided to move the coffin to a nearby temple for safekeeping. Everyone suspected that some kind of evil spirit was trapped inside and that it must not be allowed to escape easily. Using blood and rice, they sealed the coffin again and left. To understand the mystery, Kim and Harim went to meet the grandfather's daughter and asked her why such a coffin was buried beneath the grave. Her answer stunned them. She said they were not Korean, they were Japanese. This only deepened the confusion. Why would Japanese people be buried there? Later, everyone went to sleep. In the middle of the night, Harim's assistant suddenly woke up to find the temple priest standing on his chest, repeatedly saying, "He took out my heart." The assistant began chanting spells and the priest's ghost vanished. To investigate further, he headed toward the room where the coffin was kept. Suddenly, he heard loud, agonized screams from the pigs. When he reached the area, he saw the pigs lying dead and a massive demon killing the priest. Terrified, he ran to wake Harim. Together, they rushed back to the coffin room. What they saw left them horrified. The coffin was badly shattered, and there was a hole in the ceiling. Whatever had been inside had broken free and escaped through the roof. It was now clear that the 7-foot-tall figure the assistant had seen had come from that coffin. Inside it, they found a helmet that looked like it belonged to a samurai. At that moment, everyone realized that this coffin had not held an ordinary man. It had contained a samurai. Suddenly, a general appeared in the room, undoubtedly the same being that had escaped the coffin. The moment Harim saw him, she hid. In a deep, thunderous voice, the general asked if there were any humans present. Harim suppressed her fear and replied that there were none. She lied, claiming she was a servant to humans and a tree spirit. The general then asked her if she had his favorite food. Apologizing, Harim said she had nothing like that. At that moment, the general sensed that a human was indeed present. He was about to attack Harim when her assistant struck him, but the attack had no effect at all. In the very next moment, the general tore open the assistant's stomach with his bare hands and threw him aside. Then he began advancing toward Harim. Just then, Kim and Young arrived. Seeing the general, both were paralyzed with fear. They had never witnessed anything so terrifying. The general was about to kill Harim when a rooster crowed, signaling the approach of dawn. As soon as morning drew near, the general transformed into a ball of fire and vanished. The injured assistant was rushed to the hospital, where doctors said his condition was extremely critical. Harim was devastated. Her assistant had always been by her side. He often said that as long as Harim was with him, he had nothing to fear, because she would never let anything happen to him.